How's it, everyone? Wayne the Unknown here, and welcome back to another episode of Geeking Out, where I basically will be discussing everything nerd and geek related. Tonight, I am going to be giving my quick little review, talk about some things and whatnot for the upcoming game, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which will be actually coming out in December for PC and Game Pass, and sometime next year, I'm not sure, for PS5. It's, so yeah, with that being said, let's get into some of the things that we can expect to see for Indiana Jones. Real quick, I do want to say this is probably, from what I've seen, let's see, how many were there? From Atari to the mobile one that came out in 2019 to now. Been a lot of Indiana Jones games that have come out, but we haven't seen like an actual Indiana Jones game, in my opinion, not counting the Lego ones, because those are basically Lego versions of the movies, would have to be Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, which came out in 2004. That felt like the last Indiana Jones game. Well, aside from the one for the PS2, the oh God, what was that one called? Give me a minute. There's a reason I don't do scripts. I should, but I don't. Oh yeah, Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, which came out for the PlayStation 2 and the Nintendo Wii. That was the very last Indiana Jones game, and oh wow, 5 out of 10 on IGN, 6.7, and 55% on Metacritic. Yeah, that's what you get for not having it on Xbox. I mean, graphically it looks great, but anyway, but yeah, that was the last Indiana Jones game, not counting the Lego games. Uh, yeah. So anyway, let us begin officially. So, just gonna cheat here and look up on Wikipedia. Is a upcoming game developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is based on franchise, blah blah blah. It is canon, and it takes place after Raiders of the Lost Ark, but before Last Crusade. And it takes place in 1937. As he attempts to thwart various groups who are seeking to harness a power connected to the Great Circle, which refers to a mysterious sites around the world to perform a perfect circle. When connected together on a map, the game spans numerous real-world locales such as Rome, Thailand, Egypt, Shanghai, and the Himalayas, which I think was actually shown a cutscene in the game. Yeah, it was a cutscene shown in the game, which I think it looks great already from what I've seen. I mean, we've seen a little bit of gameplay. It's definitely primarily takes place in first person, but there are some third person parts to it, which, when he's using his whip to go across something or when he's climbing something, but mainly the game is in first person, so it's gonna be interesting to play a Indiana Jones game. But this is by Bethesda, and if anyone knows Bethesda, they're mainly known for making a lot of first person games. I mean, yeah, yeah, they're mainly known for. Oh, they did Evil Within, nice. But other than that, oh, and Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, that's right. Okay, Redfall. We don't talk about Redfall and Starfield. So yeah, mostly known for a lot of first person, some third person games. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Um, yeah. Let's see. It's the games. Oh, in 2021. So the development started in 2021. Okay, so yeah, it does take place after the events of um, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay. So yeah, from what I'm reading on the plot, the game picks up after Jones has left his fiancée Mary in Ravenwood, which is more mentioned in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Which, if anyone's seen, it's an okay movie. Just the whole thing with aliens kind of threw me off. Following the theft and artifact from Marshall College, which is also shown during a cutscene, and I did actually watch that. I did watch some more gameplay of it, and That character, I think, is called Locus or something. I'll put a thing that says who he actually is. But he is played and voiced by Tony Todd, who you may know as characters like Candyman. Also played in the Hatchet Man series, and also recently did voice for Venom in Spider-Man 2. So, I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm like, okay. I mean, it's fitting, so I really can't say anything about that. Uh, let's see. Yeah, he discovers that sites of spiritual significance have been built throughout history, realizing that their locations form a perfectly aligned circle around the globe. Besides Rome, other locations include how do I pronounce this? Uh, Suk Sukhothai temples in Thailand, the Egyptian pyramids, Shanghai in China, and the snowy Himalayas. During his journey, he teams up with Gina Lombardi, voiced by Alessandra Mastrun, Mastronardi. I'm sorry, an investigative reporter who has an interest in the case. They go up against Emmerich Voss, voiced by Marius Gavros, who uses psychological manipulations against his enemies. And yes, from what you've seen in the trailer and some gameplay, the Yahtzees are back. So this will definitely feel like a Indiana Jones game that is worth playing. Um, let's see. I guess now talk about the gameplay. From what I've seen, it definitely reminds me of Emperor's Tomb because I've never played Staff of Kings and I've never played any for the PC. I've never even played for the SNES, the Atari. Like I said, I'll put a link to where you can see all the games that have been out since the '80s after Raiders. Let's see here. Yeah, that's yeah. Ooh, three of the access power. Okay. Oh, and hands back too. Okay. Returning as antagonist, Jones is voiced by Troy Baker. We'll also encounter uh, black shirts. Who are these? Okay. Alright. Was originally the paramilitary wing of the National Fascist Party, known as Squadrismo. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Okay. Members of Italy's National Fascist Party. Oh, okay. So this is definitely like old Indiana Jones. Like, I really wouldn't count Temple of Doom since you had to deal with a cult, but yeah, they're definitely like bringing a lot of like what the core of Indiana Jones is. I mean, I still love Temple of Doom. Don't get me wrong, but Raiders of the Lost Ark, the recent one that came out, which I have mixed feelings on, and Last Crusade. Okay, but yeah, Troy Baker voicing Indiana Jones is different, and you can definitely tell it's Troy Baker's voice. And I have nothing against Troy Baker. I think he'll do a phenomenal job voicing everyone's favorite archaeologist. Yeah, I guess I want to talk a little bit about the gameplay. From what I've seen, it definitely has that mechanic of like what it was in not Temple of Doom, Emperor's Tomb, that came out. Like, I want to say 2004 for the Xbox. From what I've seen, you can do sneaking, or you can just go in and just start throwing fists, which is cool. Um, let's see what else there's. You can also use your whip in the game. You can also use objects. From what I've seen, it looks like there's a shovel you can use. You can use your whip against enemies. You can sneak around if you don't want to get into fights. I don't know if they'll have a thing where it's like, oh, you got caught, so you have to start over again. Blah blah blah. But this is a Bethesda game, so I doubt there's going to be that. Oh well, if you get caught, you have to start over. It's like if you get caught, you basically have to. Excuse me, getting over a cold here. Instead of getting caught, you just fight your way through until the area is clear. And it definitely looks very linear from what I've seen, which checks out for especially for an Indiana Jones game. Another thing I've noticed is that there are puzzles. There are puzzles in this game, and I'm just like, yay! I mean, it's to be expected. It's an Indiana Jones game, and it's an adventure game, and usually most adventure games like this are gonna have puzzles. And I did look at what one of the puzzles looked like because it was shown in the trailer, and I'll show that. But yeah, it should be interesting. Let's see here. What else? I think I can't really say much else because of what's only been released. Personally, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be nice to have a console Indiana Jones game come out again because again, last one we had, not counting the Lego ones and the sequel Lego one, but counting and not the mobile ones, not the ones for PC, but the last console one was, like I said, Staff of Kings. Again, I've never played it. I remember seeing an announcement for it when back in the day, for when it came out for the Wii and the PS2. Wish we would have got an Xbox release. That would have been nice. But yeah, like I said, this was a quick one. I'm looking forward to the game. As of right now, we'll see. I would love to see more gameplay for it, but again, from what I've seen from the trailer, the cinematic trailers, from the cutscenes, from the gameplay, it'll be nice to have another Indiana Jones game. I know some people are a little hesitant because Bethesda and Todd Howard and all that stuff. Like I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, which I get. You know, um, but yeah, um, I even like the way the art looks. The cover artwork looks. Um, yeah, no. So yeah, like I said, this game. ID Tech 2. Okay, and Gordy Hobb is a composer, so I think he'll do just. Oh, so let's see. Okay, so he's done Battlefront 2, Star Wars, Halo Wars 2. Okay, so all right, so his music will definitely sound close to that of John Williams. Nice. Okay, that should be pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, this game will be coming out December 9th for Windows and the Xbox Series X and S on Game Pass, which I will most likely be getting Game Pass, and I'll most likely be doing some gameplay of that, so that'll be nice. And then, as of right now, it is not said when for the PS5, but from what I've seen, it's early 2025. So for those PlayStation players and PS5 Pro players, be sure to look forward when that comes out. I don't know if they'll do like a free thing for that or not. But yeah, think that should about do it. I know this was very quick and again all over the place. I'll show what I can, what YouTube will let me. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this review. Feel free to leave in the comments of what your thoughts are for this upcoming Indiana Jones game, and if you're looking forward or not. If not, completely understandable. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion if they like something. Just don't be the person who says, well, if you play it, you're this, or, well, you don't play it if you don't like it kind of mentality. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You want to play, you want to play. If you don't, you don't. And that's perfectly fine. As I always say, there is nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this quick review. Again, congested, so had to be all over the place and whatnot. But, yeah. I think that should do it. As always, I am Wayne the Unknown. Until next time, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you for watching.